Hey everyone, so this is the third game between Fault, the blue Protoss player now, against Wonderbread, the red Zerg player. Fault was seed 15 at the Collegiate Masters StarLeague, and Wonderbread was seed 3. And these players are battling it out. Wonderbread is up 2-0 right now. If he does win this game, then he will be advancing to the grand finals of the Collegiate Masters StarLeague. Fault does have to pull off the reverse all kill. He's gonna have to win this game and the next two to be able to advance. We'll see what kind of build he has in store. He was the one that chose this map, as loser does get to choose map. It does look like Wonderbread should be going for that really fast expand on this map. We'll see what he decides to do. Again, this tournament was sponsored by the UMBC SGA Steel Series, Professional Gaming Gear, SteelSeries.com, and a Monster Energy Drink. And so Steel Series did provide with some equipment. If you were watching earlier, we do have these headsets, Siberia V2, great for gaming, also great for other media as well. Very comfortable headset. I usually hate headsets because they pinch your face in and it causes migraines permanently. But these, on the other hand, do not. Very interesting. Great design, actually, not just interesting. I am not an engineer by any means, so interesting is what I would call it. Fault is going to throw down his assimilator. This map is great for those drops. He could probably put in some war prisms on the edges, try to do some damage that way, or do some void ray play. We'll see if Fault decides to do either on this map. Looks like Wonderbread is getting his natural expansion up before getting the pool or the gas. So he will be going economic, as all Zergs do on this map. Looks like this Overlord is scouting over here to make sure nothing strange is going on. Fault is throwing up another pylon. Going to be getting that cybernetics core. I don't think you can actually wall this off with a big building, so it looks like he's left a lot of space here. We'll see if this space gets taken advantage of by Wonderbread. The pool and the gas are now on the way, and Wonderbread is going to put guys on gas and go for the speed upgrade, or maybe some roaches as he did before. Fault getting the second assimilator does indicate some sort of tech is on the way. First Zella is also coming out real soon. Wonderbread's hatchery is now finishing at the natural expansion. I want to clarify that was at the natural expansion and not in his main. If he did it in his main, that would be a very strange and cheesy tactic. Wonderbread moving his Overlord back over here, going to make sure he gets good spawning on this side just in case of any air. There is a Stargate coming up for a Fault, so it does look like he's going to be trying to take advantage of the close air distances. Does Wonderbread know about that Stargate? No, he does not. So if he does not have enough queens available, he will be caught in a horrible position, especially if Fault starts making a lot of Phoenix, or if he starts to make a lot of Void Rays. Going to be able to take out a lot of those queens fairly quickly. Fault walling off in a strange manner. He's got this forge over here, a huge wide angle for that gateway here, so it's a very strange looking wall off, as well as this cybernetics core, very easy to take out. He is grabbing the warp gate research. Does look like Phoenix are going to be on the way. Chrono Boost going down on that as well. Gonna throw up some cannons over here to help defend. I don't know if those Zerglings can see it. Yeah, they do see it. Oh, the wall off, not quite good enough to hide the Stargate. So Wonderbread should be readying up for this by producing a bunch of queens. He's got queens coming up at his main, queen coming up at his natural. He's getting the creep spread between the two bases to help defend his natural. He's got the two Zerglings nibbling away here. That cannon does finish up. The forge did take a little bit of hull damage, but it is okay because the photon cannons will be able to guard this. The Phoenix now out on the field, gonna see if he can do some Overlord hunting. They did kill that one Overlord already. The Phoenix now moving forward. We'll see if they are able to do any drone damage now. The queens are in place. Looks like the Phoenix will have to back up and see if they can do some damage at the natural expansion, but the two queens are over here. Looks like Fault Phoenix have been nullified unless he can do a lot of damage later on. Hey, there's that one Phoenix over here gonna pick off an Overlord. Additional Phoenix are being chrono boosted. Fault is now switching to the Robo facility, see if he can get some Colossus out on the field. Gonna go for Void Ray Colossus maybe. Gonna go some more Overlord hunting. If he loses this one, he might be a little bit pylon blocked. Transfuse going down. Gonna force Fault to back up. He did lose one Phoenix, I believe, in that exchange. That Phoenix almost down as well. The two Queens going to be able to take that one Phoenix out. Going to be able to pick off some drones here, but was it worth it? Fault is in a very strange position right now. He's got these Phoenix out on the field, but is unable to do any harassment with it. The Zerglings now spawning at the natural expansion. That probe is going to get picked off by those Zerglings. Does look like the Queens are doing a great job of warding those Phoenix off. Gonna do some damage to the Overlord, see if they can take another one out. The Queen's in a great position to be able to hold that off. Maybe pick up a Queen and try to take that out. I think you do need at least 4 Phoenix to kill one. However, there are just so many Queens out on the field that the Phoenix are just forced to back out. Now starting to warp in those Zods, more a Phoenix being queued up, and a Warp Prism also on the way. Those look like the Zerglings are nibbling at the rocks in the center. Phoenix trying to do additional damage right now. There's that one Overlord over there. She will be able to take that one out. However, the Queens are still able to help defend both of the bases. The Queen's doing a great job in this game. Going to lift a couple of drones and kill those off. However, the Queens are still in place, not going to be able to get as many kills as he would like. More Phoenix being rallied over here as well. Still more Phoenix production, no expansion for Fault just yet. His minerals are climbing absurdly high. Now the Hydralisks are out on the field, going to be able to deal the hurt to the Phoenixes. The Wonderbread's Queens are in such great positions, denying the harass completely. Those look like additional Phoenix are flying over here. Still more Phoenix in the production queue. And that War Prism is about finished. Going to be able to pick off another Overlord. It is forcing Wonderbread to produce a lot more Overlords than he usually would. However, making an opponent overproduce Overlords is not exactly the point of having this many Phoenix. That War Prism is moving to the expansion over here. Probably going to try to take that base as the second. There's that one probe over here. Did not get picked off. Looks like Wonderbread is going to be going for some sort of push. The Phoenix flying over here, and the Queens are not scrambling to get in position. Wonderbread should be seeing this. Fault is taking his Warp Prism over here, going to warp in some units. Looks like this push is now in the range of Fault's base. Fault does not have much over here. It's just a couple of Zealots and those two cannons. The Phoenix are moving back, going to try to lift those Hydralisks, going to lift those up and take them out. However, oh man, those Hydralisks went down so fast. The Hydralisks are considered light. Gonna have to lift Zerglings with the Phoenix. What a strange situation to be in. It does look like Wonderbread did do significant damage to the probe line. It is 24 Harvesters for Fault to Wonderbread's 13-8 or 39 now. Looks like more Zealots are being warped in over here, going to be continuing to try to do that damage. Wonderbread now moving his Hydralisk over here. Looks like those two Zealots are unable to do anything. Fault's Warp Prism, oh, he's not watching it, does get taken out. His expansion is now coming up at his at the island base now. The Phoenix moving over here, flying over the Hydralisk, going to get taken out. Losing that one more. Oh, Transfuse gonna keep that Overlord alive. Phoenix continuing to be completely obnoxious over here. I cannot believe Fault held off that attack. He's now getting out the Colossus to help his late game composition. He might be able to win this game if he can get out those Colossus to deal with the Hydralisks. These Phoenix did force Wonderbread to make a lot more Hydralisks than he normally would against a Protoss player. The Phoenix now moving back here, going to take a safe refuge in the darkness of space. Wonderbread now grabbing the gold expansion down here. He does have the center rocks broken down, so the Hydralisks are easily going to be able to move over here for the counterattack. He could take out these units very easily. Fault is grabbing photon cannons over here as well. He's anticipating this push in. However, the Phoenix are over here doing plenty of damage. Gonna be backing up right now. Looks like the Colossus is out, but Force Field going down. Great job by Fault. Gonna be able to hold the Hydralisk out for just a minute. And the Phoenix are now back to lift the Hydralisks, hopefully. Another Force Field keeping the Hydralisks out. Gonna start lifting those Hydralisks. Gonna be taking a couple of them out. That Colossus did just now go down. So the Phoenix need to get up there and try to lift those Hydralisks. Looks like the probes are getting pulled off the line to fight. The Hydralisk is going to be focusing on the probes, and the Phoenix is going to be able to take out a bunch of Hydralisks. However, Fault has lost the vast majority of his probes. Hydralisk being lifted up in the air. Going to continue to break down over here. More units streaming in for Wonderbread. The Zerglings moving forward. The Phoenix just don't have enough lifts. Fault caused the GG, and it does look like Wonderbread takes this semifinal 3-0.